Different intakes in Canada. Fall, winter, and summer admissions are the three options for international students in Canada. The fall intake, which begins in September and accepts a large number of international students, is the first admission of the year. In January, the second intake, which is also known as the winter intake, takes place. When opposed to the fall intake, this intake features a small number of university and course possibilities. The third intake, which will take place in the month of May, there are only a few university and course possibilities for the incoming class. They offer short-term courses only. Now let's study these three intakes in detail. The first one, which is the fall intake, is also known as the September intake. It starts from September and it is the major or the primary intake. The next one, which is the January or the winter intake, starts from January and it is also known as the secondary intake. The last one is the summer or spring intake, which starts from May and it is the least preferred intake. Let's go through each of these intakes in detail. The fall or September intake. The fall intake, which typically begins in September, is the most popular, convenient and diverse intake. When it comes to programs offered by universities to international students, this intake is also the primary intake. In comparison to the other two, the primary intake has the largest number of institutions with the most seats available for all types of degrees. Students will also have the opportunity to assimilate to the Canadian climate and the place they are visiting. Candidates are placed 4 to 5 months ahead of students from the winter intake, implying that a competition is severe. Most institutions start their flagship programs in this intake and they offer a plethora of scholarship, on-campus jobs and other benefits. Now let's study about the winter intake. The winter intake typically begins in January. For many who lost out on the fall intake due to a variety of factors, this offers a second shot. This intake, which is referred to as the secondary intake, is where many colleges offer the major programs. Students in this intake, on the other hand, are typically thrust into the beautiful but severe Canadian winter and may be required to adjust at astounding rates. When compared to the fall intake, there is less room for exploration, but the options, scholarships and programs are largely the same. Competition is still fierce but not as fierce as it was during the main round. Well, this may appear to be a positive thing. Keep in mind that a large number of people have already been accepted into your desired program. Now, a benefit is that you will have more time to tailor your profile to the university's requirement, whether it's standardized test results or the application process. Deadlines are from September throughout November. Now the next intake is a spring or summer intake. Spring or summer intake is the final intake of the academic year. This intake is offered by a small number of universities and has the least variety or number of courses available. There is little competition and most flagship programs are not available as part of this intake. Most students would like not to take this course since they do not want to miss their spring break. Deadlines usually fall in the month of February. Now, when applying to a Canadian university, what are the list of required documents? Students attempting to gain admission to a Canadian university should prepare a list of documents that they will need when submitting their enrollment application. Among are the following documents: language proficiency test scorecard, scorecard of other exams such as SAT, ACT, GMAT and GRE, academic records, extracurricular activity certificates, statement of purpose, letter of recommendations and a photocopy of passport. Now let's study the step guide to take admission. There will be a consistent set of actions that you must complete regardless of whether intake you are chosen in order to acquire that dream admit from your preferred university. These stages apply to all types of intakes and are necessary for all of them. The first step is to decide on your specialty as well as your beliefs and motivations for studying abroad. The second is to evaluate your profile, develop abilities and make a list of professional accomplishments. The third is to study for standardized tests such as GRE, GMAT, IELTS and TOEFL that are required. This is one of the most crucial aspects in the process and it can help you to get into your preferred university. The fourth is to make a short list of 10 institutions and rank them from safe to reach for the stars There are a few practical ones as well. The fifth one is to begin applying and double check that you have all the required papers including SOPs, LORs and test scores as well as academic transcripts and your visa. The sixth is to make financial and finance arrangements. The seventh is to have a pack. Do you have a pack? Dream big and shoot for the stars. Best wishes. Download the university brochure and contact the institutions if you have any questions about the deadlines and intakes for your selected program. They would gladly offer you with any information that will be of assistance to you. Do thoroughly check out the website first. It may be difficult for you to determine which intake is optimal for you. We will assist you in selecting the appropriate intakes. For this, you should think about the following elements: your desired course availability, ratios of acceptance, your academic transcripts, scores on entrance exams, job possibilities which are available, and your willingness to participate in the program. Now, if you want to know more about the percentage required to study in Canada or about different intakes or the fees required to study in Canada as an international student, visit our website. Kindly let us know the topics you would like us to cover in the following video, or if you have any other queries. We will provide solutions to all your questions in our next video. If you like this video or you want to keep watching similar videos, kindly subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to receive notification for a new video that we publish on this channel. Also, let your friends and family know and access this helpful information by sharing our video. Best of luck and have an incredible journey ahead.